today we're going to be decluttering my makeup collection. Hey guys, my name is Ashlynne and I hope you are having a fantastic day today. On this channel I make videos 3 times a week about minimalism and intentional living, so if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, definitely be sure to do so below. Like I said, today we are going to be going ahead and decluttering my makeup, and to be honest, I don't actually have that much makeup already because I've gone ahead and decluttered it in the past. Currently, all of my makeup fits into this little pouch. But yeah, I'm super excited. I love a good declutter and I think this is going to be good. Let's go ahead and start off by looking at, I'm just gonna move this a little bit closer so I can see it. Okay, let's start off by talking about face products. So I used to use the NYX primer and BB cream and setting powder, but I've run out of the BB cream and the setting powder. So currently I'm just using an NYX primer, which is also almost out. So I will hold on to this until it runs out, and then after it runs out, I will replace it because I do enjoy primer for my face. So I'll keep this in the keep pile just with the intention that as soon as it runs out, then I will get rid of it. Okay, what else do we have here? So I borrowed 2 different BB creams from my sister, and she has this beautiful tan skin and I'm very white. So even though this is still in like the, you know, medium skin, like the light medium skin tone, it's still too dark for me, which is really bad. But yeah, so I'm going to give these back to her probably. I really appreciate that she let me try them out. And like, honestly, I really liked this e.l.f. moisturizer. It's a tinted moisturizer, so I guess it's not actually BB cream. But yeah, it just wasn't quite the right color, and so it made me look a little bit orange. Same thing with this one. So I will go ahead and probably put them in the declutter pile, but I'll probably just end up giving them back to her. What else do we have here? I have 2 moisturizers, and they're in these lovely orange containers. This one probably still has about a week's worth left of moisturizer in it, and this one is pretty much empty. So I'm going to go ahead and declutter this one because I don't even know that there's enough for 1 extra application in there, and then I'll hold on to this one for the rest of the week, and then probably try to find a new moisturizer after that. So I'll put that in the keep pile, that in the declutter pile. We're doing well here. Let's see, what else do I have for my face? I really don't have very many face products. I think this is the last one, and it's just an e.l.f. highlighter. I don't use this very often, but I do occasionally like to put on a little bit of highlighter. I think this was literally only like $1 from e.l.f. And it's a good color. I think I'll hold on to it. Summer is coming up, and that's probably when I would use highlighter more. So yeah, we'll go ahead and keep that. I mean, currently my face products are a primer and a highlighter, so we're probably okay to keep that. Let's talk about what's actually overwhelming me, and the reason why I wanted to do this declutter was my makeup brushes. I had a very reasonable number of makeup brushes, so I had these 5 until Christmas. And at Christmas, my mother-in-law was really sweet, and she gave me some makeup brushes. They're the Eco Tools bamboo ones, and I mean, I love Eco Tools brushes, but it has put me in this like conflicted state where I don't really know what brushes to keep and which not to. So yeah, let's go ahead and figure this out maybe on camera. I love this brush. It's a brow brush from e.l.f. and I use this one every single day, so I think I'll definitely keep that one. This angled brush is perfect for my highlighter, so if I ever get rid of my highlighter, then I'll probably get rid of this brush, but until that point, I'll keep the brush. It's also really good for blush and stuff, and I don't actually know that I have blush, but if I do own it, it's helpful. I love this brush right here. It has kind of like a flat, I don't know, it's like a flat eyeshadow brush, and so I use this one frequently. See, this is kind of my issue, is that I use this brush frequently and this brush frequently on the Eco Tools original set that I had. and I almost never use the two brushes on the bottom, which is kind of a problem. Okay, I think I'm gonna keep these two and then declutter all 4 of these because I'm OCD and I just want my brushes to match. I'm thinking I might see if I can give these to someone though, because it is actually like a complete set and comes with a super cute bag. And honestly, I haven't actually used them yet, which actually that probably should have been my first consideration in whether or not I was going to keep them. But yeah, it's really cute, and I feel like this could be a good part of a gift set or something. So yeah, glad I made that decision. That took way too long. Decluttering. I am going to be decluttering 2 mascara tubes. This one is completely empty and I've been using it for a long time to kind of get my eyebrows in the right place. But now that I have my e.l.f. brush, don't need that anymore. And then this one I was waiting to get rid of until it reached the end of its life, which it finally has. So I'm going to be decluttering both of these. The one mascara I'm going to be keeping for the time being, even though it's almost out, is this Estee Lauder. It's like a little travel black mascara, and I am going to be replacing this in the very near future, but for the week and a half that this probably has left in it worth of mascara, I will use this, and then I have a replacement already on the way actually for it. So yeah, that's the plan for that. What else do we have here? I have my Urban Decay Demolition eyeliner, which is my favorite pencil, actually just eyeliner period ever, and I will probably replace this till the day I die. It's my only eyeliner. Okay, we have a couple of different, actually, I think this is a blush from Makeup Forever. So this is actually a really, really nice color blush. I love it. So I think I'm going to keep this. I've ordered, what are they called? Like the magnetic makeup palettes. And so I think for me, what I'm going to do now, honestly, obviously I don't have the palette with me yet, but what I'm going to do is keep all of the colors I like from this palette, which both of these were given to me by my mother-in-law for Christmas, and honestly, I love the colors in them. And then the ones from my Naked palette that I really like, I'm also going to keep those and just transfer whatever I want to the Z palette. So, I mean, I can show you which ones I'll keep. I'm going to keep all of these light shades, so Virgin Sin, Naked, Sidecar, Buck. I'm going to keep all of those. And I'll probably keep Hustle and maybe Smog, but I'll get rid of Toasted, obviously I used up, Dark Horse, Creep, and Gunmetal. So I'm kind of debating on Smog though. I might declutter that one as well. And then to be honest, in this new Smashbox one, I love all of the colors in it. They're very subtle. There's this one right here and this really dark one are the two that I'm not super sure about, but I haven't really used the palette yet either, so I'll probably play around with them a little bit, figure out if I like those colors on my eyes, but I've definitely been gravitating towards really light neutral colors on my eyes lately, which, I mean, I think is a good thing. So we've talked about which ones I'll declutter, but I'm going to wait till my magnetic palette arrives to actually declutter the eye colors that I'm not planning on keeping. All of that figured out. And then I just have a bunch of random like utensils. I have a little sharpener for my eyeliner, and so I use that all the time, have to keep that. I have held on to this Urban Decay primer potion for a very, very long time, thinking that I'll use it and really wanting to use it because this thing was like $30 for a little tube, but I never really do use it, and at this point I've probably owned it for several years, so I don't even know how effective it would be. So it's definitely time to declutter this one. I think I held on to it with this idea that I would do like crazy, insane eyeshadow that would need to be held in place for hours at a time, but that's not who I am as a person, so it's probably best that I declutter it. Okay, what else? We have a like bright red NARS lip color, and see, here's the thing, sometimes, no, it's not worth it. I pretty much hate wearing red lip color, lip pencil, lip liner of any kind because it just gets all over whatever you're eating. And so I'm going to declutter this, even though I think it's fun to have a bright red lip. It's not really me. I'm am not the person who cares that much. I do my eyes every day, but I put on chapstick. So I don't really need anything super fancy in the lip department. I will keep this one though. This is a lip pencil. I honestly don't even know the brand of it. My mom got it for me. And it's a very like matte mauve pink color. It's very pretty. So I think I'll probably keep this one. A nice little lip curler, lash curler is also something very much like the red lip color that I've held on to forever, thinking that I would use it, or the primer potion too, thinking that I would use it, but I never ever do. It's probably been a year since I used this. And I think I had this same conversation with myself last time when I decluttered my makeup. Should I keep it? Oh, I might use it for a special event. I haven't used it in the past year. Decluttered. I have a little bit, so I love the Urban Decay color Toasted, and so I actually went out and go ahead and bought myself a second thing of it, and I've hit pan on it, and it might last for another month or two. So I'll keep this, and then when it runs out, declutter it. I have a rose oil lip balm that I got years ago from Anthropologie, and I'm almost out of it, but I use it every day. I use lip balm like a lot, especially during the winter. So I'll keep that. And then this is a little, what is it called? It used to have a face oil in it. And it was so much fun because I just love like using a little squirt thing, but it's very empty right now. So I'll just go ahead and declutter that. So yeah, why don't we go ahead and recap. Also, if you're wondering, this is my makeup bag. I just put all of my makeup in here so that it stays in there all the time, so that when I'm like going to go travel, it's just really easy to like zip up and be like, I'm done. I'll usually like put my deodorant in here too, actually. There's a decent amount of room. Anyways, let's go ahead and review what we decluttered. Got rid of all of this we are going to be decluttering, and I am quite proud of myself, very happy with it. I think that there have just been a couple of things lingering in my makeup like collection that I just don't get any value from and that I haven't been using, and I'm glad to say that we're getting rid of them today. And then we can just go ahead and pop everything that we have left over back in here. Trying to get this all in like the right order. Cool. I mean, this probably fits. I'm just not going to use it till I get the magnetic palette though, so there's like a ton of room in this. So yeah, keeping all of this as makeup. There will probably be some more products that I introduce into my, or reintroduce, I guess, into my makeup routine. Since I just have a primer right now, I usually like having a little bit more of a base for my face. So probably either a BB cream or a face powder will be coming in the near future. But yeah, I'm very happy. I feel like there are still probably some gaps because I decluttered a lot from this, and I like wearing makeup, so we'll figure it out though. It's all good. And then, so I've got that, and then just my palettes that I will be putting in the magnetic palette whenever it comes. Well guys, I hope that you enjoyed watching this video and decluttering my makeup with me. Sorry if it was super scatterbrained. Obviously, decluttering isn't always an easy process, and for me especially, who can sometimes be an indecisive person, there is kind of a back and forth that happens in deciding whether or not to declutter something. But I love the way that I do declutter, where like when I decide to where I decide instantly whether to declutter something or whether not to declutter it, instead of having like a waiting period of trying to figure out, well, you know, should I declutter it? I much rather make the decision kind of instantaneously and then just kind of find some peace with the decision afterwards. I feel like that's probably the most effective way for me to declutter. Anyways guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you guys have decluttered any areas of your life recently. I would love to hear about it. And yeah, tell me all about your experience with the declutter and any thoughts that you have on this video. I love you guys all so much. Remember to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video.